let's make us a really cute coaster. So first of all, we're going to go into embroidery and we are going to pull up a design from the botanical. So I'm going to do this one because I know this one goes to a nice small size for a coaster. So we're going to press edit, I'm going to press size, and we're going to change its size using this. So we're going to bring it right down because typically the size of a coaster is about 5 inches. So I'm going to keep on bringing it down because we want it to be a little bit less than that. So this one's still 4.7. I'm still going to bring it down. Bring it down. I'm going to make it so that bottom one is going to be about 4. There we go. So I'm going to do it to that size and then I'm going to press OK. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save that into the memory. So that'll save into the embroidery machine memory. And I'm going to take a stamp of it. And I'll show you why later. So we're going to crease this so the distance between the outline and the actual design is a bit bigger. There you go. We'll do it to about 0.068. And then I'm going to press that into memory. And it's going to be an IQ designer in the stamp. Just going to press OK. So we've saved that already into the memory of the machine because we want to keep that size. So I'm going to come out of it. And I just like to double check that everything is in the memory before I go further. So you can press this here and that is in the memory. So we don't have to do that again. So we're going to press home again. I'm going to go into IQ Designer. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick a shape for my actual coaster. So it's up to you which shape you want to do. Let's do something different from a square or a circle. Let's do, say, this one here and then press OK. And then we want to reduce this down to around about 5 inches. So I'm going to bring it down. And there we go. I'm going to press OK. And then what we're going to do is bring in that stamp. So I'm going to press this. And that is the stamp of our flowers. So I'm going to press OK and bring it in. And then what I want to do is bring in a background fill. So I am going to click on here and in here. And then I can either use a stipple or I can use these other designs here. So just going to open up another set of designs. And what I'm going to do is just press number 1 and press OK. Then I'm going to change the colour and press OK. And I'm going to fill this in the background, like so. Now, what I'm going to do is press next. I am going to reduce this down to about 50% and press set. Then this allows that fill to be a little bit more reduced. So I'm going to save this into my sewing machine. Then I'm going to preview it. And there you go. I also want to change this. I just forgot. So if you press here, we want to change this to just a straight stitch. And then I'm just going to press OK. There you go. And that's changed it from that satin stitch to a running stitch, sorry. And then I'm going to save that again because previously I saved it with the satin stitch. And then I'm going to preview it. And there you can see that that has gone a little bit tighter with that fill. So I'm going to press that to memory and that'll save it into the embroidery side of things. So I've just pressed home again. I'm going to go into IQ Designer and I'm going to open up what I've saved so far. So this is, one of these is that satin one. So I'm going to delete this one. And I also have some previous designs here. So I'm just going to delete them as well. Now I need to go back into IQ Designer and I'm going to pull back up that shape again. Actually, I'm going to do it from here. I'm going to pull up that shape again and set. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do no fill. Okay. And I'm going to press inside. And that's because that is on the paintbrush and we don't want the paintbrush. We want this fill bucket. And then we can just do that. So then also I want to get rid of this inside of here. So I'm just going to use the erase tool. I'm just showing you a different way of going about doing different things. There's more than one way of doing this. So there we go. And then I'm going to zoom back out. So now we just have the plain shape again. So I'm going to go to the running stitch, going to press on a colour, press OK, and then fill that in. So then I'm going to go next. I'm going to save it into IQ Designer. Oh, I'm going to preview, save it into the embroidery section of machine. And then I'm going to go home, OK, IQ Designer, open up that other one again. Because now we want to do a satin stitch version of it. So it always pulls it in as a satin stitch. I'm going to pick on my bucket. I am just going to select a different colour here. And then I'm going to press on that. Go next. And then I want to change how thick my running stitch is. So the satin stitch is. So I'm going to press set. And then I am going to save it into IQ Designer. Preview. And then I'm going to put it into the memory of my embroidery machine and set. Oh, I didn't have to do that. I'm just going to press home. Okie dokie. Now we're going to start adding all of our components. So we're going to go back into here. We're going to select the running stitch version first and set. Make sure all the sizes are correct, and they are. We're going to add, and we're going to do another running stitch here and set. One is your placement. One is your tack down. So I'm just going to change that colour. Then I am going to add, and then we're going to put the fill and set. Not quite sure what colour I'll do it just yet. So I'm just going to go add, and then we're going to add our design and set. There we go. What I might do is I might actually do that in a white, because I don't want it to overpower the actual I just do it really pale right there. Okay. So that's going to be a paler colour than the actual design, because we don't want it to fade away. Then what we need to do is add another tack down stitch and set. And then we need to add our satin stitch as the final. Set. And there we go. We're ready to stitch this out. I actually quite like that pale blue against that other blue there. So we are going to press embroidery. You're going to hoop your hoop with wash away stabilizer. The first stitch is your placement stitch. Once that is complete, you are going to get a piece of fabric and a piece of batten. You're going to lay that over the top of the design. And you're going to take that down with masking tape. And then tack that into place. Once that is complete, it will go ahead and do that fill stitch. So I've chosen that light blue. I did one too many tacking stitches, so what we're going to do here is we're going to move this on. So when you press the plus and minus, you can press down And then we're going to move straight onto the design. So it's going to do that yellow flower first. Once it's done the yellow flower, it'll start to do the blue one. And then you can do the pink design. I actually love stitching these out for you guys because you can see how much different they look in real life than on the screen, because this looks a lot nicer in real life. So what we're going to do here is we're going to turn around the frame, and then we are going to put our fabric on the back, and then we're going to secure it down really well with the basting tape. It's going to do another one of them running stitches for us because we want to secure the back and the front together. Now taking a good pair of applique scissors. I do not like using them duck billed ones because I don't think you can get up close to these stitches, because we really want to get quite close to these stitches to take away the fabric. So I'm going to cut here. I'm going to cut all the way around. Flip the design over to the reverse and do exactly the same thing on the back. Once complete, we are going to go ahead and run that satin stitch. Once complete, take it out of the frame. Then you're going to cut the excess stabilizer away. You're going to cut close to but not on. Now, because this is wash away stabilizer, you're going to get some warm water on your fingers and you're going to gently rub away that wash away stabilizer and it'll come straight off. You're going to do that all the way around your coaster. Once complete, this is what your coaster is going to look like. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. It really helps my channel when you do that, and like. And I'll see you in the next tutorial, guys. Bye-bye.